Hey guys, it's Awesome. Cheers for dropping by on today's video. If you caught my last video, you probably already noticed it. I'm going to set myself a mission over the next few years. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fill up this top loader binder. Let me just pull it out. There we go. Look how huge it is. I'm going to be basically filling this up with single Pokemon cards that I believe, with my experience and research, is going to increase in value over the time. This binder is going to be invested in Pokemon singles that I'm quite confident will increase in time. Now, with the power of video editing, I'm going to put basically two counters on the screen, so it's going to be an easy thing to follow. One is how much I spent on these cards overall. Second is the current value of these cards at the time that I'm doing the filming. So you can probably see the counters change throughout the time. That's the whole idea of it. And basically it'll be an easy way for you guys to follow to see if I'm in the green, if I'm making money, or if I'm in the red and I'm losing money. Simple as that. You remember the days when people used to run series on YouTube? Like, I remember YouTubers doing that a lot, and I don't see it as much anymore. So this is my little series. I'm bringing it back for basically them good old days, the memories, to kind of like something that you guys can follow on month by month to see my progress. And that's it really. What my rules is, it's simple. I'm going to be basically giving myself a maximum of £100 to spend on singles each month. I don't need to hit all that budget. I can spend 20, I can spend 30, I can spend 50, but I'm not going to go above 100. That's to keep myself in control as well. And plus, I don't want people to basically get put off over there. I'm trying to appeal to the average collector over there. Not everyone's going to have silly money like grants to spend on Pokemon cards. The whole idea for me on this channel is to get people, to encourage them to invest in alternative investments. That's my whole purpose of this channel. Feel like I've been blagging on that for a while, but I'm getting the message simple as it gets because I'm still early on YouTube and I want people to establish who I am and what I'm going to be about. The Pokemon Binder basically is going to be cashed in at the year 2046. Why have I set that date? It's simple really. It's going to be the 50-year anniversary of Pokemon, and at that point of time, unless my daughter or maybe I'll have another kid in the future or whatever, they want to take over the collection, they want to, be my guest, it'll be theirs. But for me, it's all about having a different form of retirement fund. That's it basically. And yeah, I'm trust Mintkeeper for this. You will see the full review of this binder as well. You can click it over here. I've put a thumbnail. Absolutely fantastic binder, honestly 10 out of 10. And you know what, I've actually got a referral code for this as well, so I'll put this down on the description and on the comment section as well for you guys to go ahead and check this out. Based in the UK, honestly, you'll see it over here whilst we go through the video. But that's it guys, simple as it is. Hopefully you enjoy the series, hopefully you find it entertaining. Maybe some of you guys will follow along with the singles that I ended up purchasing. I'll tell you where I've got it, the reason why I've got it, how much I spent on it of course, so you can keep all that in track. But without further ado, let's go ahead and kick this off. Right, to start off the folder with, it's some of my favourite Pokemons. It has to be the legendary birds, Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres, the Galarian version of these cards in some of the new school sets over here. Firstly, I'm going to apologise if I said that name incorrectly. It's Galarian, I'm pretty confident it is. I'm not going to blame that on the Yorkshire accent at all. It's just me. Honestly, I butcher new school names. I don't know some of the new school Pokemons as well. I'll admit that too much. It's it's overwhelming sometimes, but I'm quite confident that's the way you say it. Either way, you guys can feel free to ridicule me in the comment section. Be my guest, but not to get off track over here. I actually bought this at car boot sale, which is actually not a bad shout. To get hold of some Pokemon cards, you get some fantastic deals now and then. I was at Huddersfield car boot sale. There's a regular sale over there that has this massive collection of Pokemon cards. Absolutely brilliant guy, great to chat with, and he's honestly, you can tell he's a big Pokemon enthusiast. But either way, he cut me a deal with this Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres collection. All in near mint/mint condition. By the way, that's the only condition these cards are ever going to be in. Like, you can't get them any other condition. You need them to be pristine as possible. But yeah, £4 all free, which is, to be honest, is actually pretty much got me in the green straight away, because For example, Articuno over here is 192. I'm just going to round all these totals in the nearest pound over here. So 192, I'm just going to say £2. Moltres 142, I'm going to say £1 because it's just under the 150 bar. And then over here, Zapdos slightly above 150. So yeah, £2 over there as well. So them three in total. £5. I've spent £4. I was happy with that as well. Like I said, they're in fantastic condition as well. Few top loaders were chucked in over there as well for me to keep that protected. I can't say no to that. Absolutely, brilliant start to getting this folder added on up. I do believe the legendary birds are always going to have that fan favorite base, and I'm quite confident the value of these cards will only generate over time. Yes, they do get printed a lot, but having that Black Star promo in there, coming through a tin as well, because of obviously them having that nostalgia value being old school Pokemon cards, all this gives it beneficial for me to say in the next 25 plus years, these are going to absolutely increase in value. Very confident in saying that. So yeah, good one to add on to your collections. If you guys want to get started on these sort of things, then I would honestly recommend, you can never go wrong with having some of these like rare versions of the legendary birds. Next up, guys, we got the Pikachu celebrations over here. I did actually point this out in a previous video as well, so this is a bit of a flashback to me because I made a video where I said top 10 Pikachus to invest in, and this is one of the Pikachus that I had in there. It's not a bad card, it's got a lot of good appeal factor on there. I just want to quickly point out, I did get this Pikachu from the same gentleman at the car boot sale as well for £1. He noted down on there for me that he said he felt like it wasn't a near mint condition. That's why he put it down from original price of £3 he wanted, I believe, to £1. I had a look. I can only see like one tiny white corner at the back of the card. Maybe that'll knock it down to a PSA 6 to 7. I've graded a few cards, and I think that's what you'll probably be expecting on that. But again, it's still got a lot of appeal for even at that value. Firstly, it's a flashback to one of the original design. I call it the Dad Pod Pikachu because he definitely looks a bit buffed over there. Like, he looks like he's had a bit too many of them rice balls that they eat. But secondly as well, like, it's just an overall like cool looking card design as well. There's a lot of like factor and appeal to it, the nostalgia factor. Pikachu is always going to have value because of him being the mascot. There's a lot of Pikachu cards over there, and I even say it to anybody, like, if you get a whole collection of Pikachu, if you just want to invest in that, then I don't even feel like you can go wrong in that sense, because the mascot is the star of the show, and that's the whole reason, like, people will hold that value on Pikachu really well. £1, again, fantastic value. If you look online, you probably be spending about £2-3 with certain shops over there, and then obviously there's delivery on top. This is one of them things where if you see it in person, if someone can cut you a deal on there, it's better to grab it in person than to purchase it online. Some sites do sell singles, and if you're buying in bulk and you can add this on for £1 or £2, just do it, because again, it's going to be a lot of like pluses in this card. I do not see the value going to be around £1 forever. Definitely not when the time frame comes in and the compound effect takes in place. This is definitely going to increase, and that's why it's in 2 of my videos now, this Pikachu. Right, speaking of old school cards, guys, we got a flashback to the year 2000, the Team Rocket versions of Dark Squirtle and Dark Charmander over here. Firstly, I know they're not got the Dark name on there, but it's embedded in my mind because of obviously the affiliation between the Dark Blastoise and Dark Charizard. But the one thing I need to point out on these cards is this in particular beautiful little badge over there that says first edition. That's the version you want. You can get the other cards. They're literally about 5 to 6 times less the value. But these are the ones that are going to actually increase in value over the time. Now, basically, it's as simple as it says first edition. It's the first print version of these cards. This is what old school collectors want. These are what fans want of these sort of cards. If you're holding that nostalgic value behind it, this is basically where your money is going to be. And you'll notice something as well, already these cards do tend to have a good increase in value in PSA. Just a side note, these two seem to be very popular with getting hold of these cards. Some people will be able to pay, let's just say £7 to £8 for these cards. They grade it for £10. They then go ahead and try to flip it as well. So if you can get like the PSA 8, 9 or 10, you can make a bit of a buck or two. So that's a quick side note flip for those of you guys who are interested in doing that if you're already after making money. But I've actually already made a profit from these two cards, and that is just due to the power of eBay, where I purchased it from. You see, I was looking for a seller for in particular cards, and obviously I look into what that person's offering overall. I see that they had some old school collections over there that they listed individually and then some in bulk. So I just basically dropped them a message and I said, hey, I'm interested in these cards. I know you've got quite a few of this collection over here. Can we cut a deal? And more than likely they're going to be inclined to do that. Firstly, they save money in postage. Secondly, they save time as well. And because of them two factors, and they are getting the money in one chunk as well, people tend to be happy to discuss a deal if you just be open and transparent with that. So for these two cards, what you normally pay in most single website for about £7 to £8, I got for £4 each. So literally, as you can see, in near mint condition, they're about £6. So already I'm in the green. It is going to be part of the folder as well, but there's a lot of benefits on these cards, and it's definitely ticks a lot of boxes, from old school fans to the quick flippers out there, to the collectors who want these cards overall, and to the investors like myself that want to keep this card for the longevity and hope it increases in value over the time, which, like I said, this is the whole purpose of this video. I'm quite confident it will do. So we're sticking with old school, guys, and this time around we got Eevee Jungle version 1999 first edition. I mean, that summarizes it all really well, doesn't it? Like, literally all that is like tick tick tick. Like, firstly, how popular Eevee is as a Pokemon, both for the old school and the new school generation as well. Don't forget, these new school players are going to grow up one day and they're going to want that hit from like previous cards as well. And having that original Eevee is pretty much going to be one of those chase after cards, especially if you know some of the new school sets like Moonbreon, Sylveon, etc., how much they're loved and adored by fans. Eevee holds all that appeal factor to it. I actually bought this for £7 at Lloyd's Twin Trader, which is a website I've shouted out previously. Some reason I do not know why it's doing this. It's nothing to do with VPN. That's Algerian dinar. I had to literally Google that. But that works out about £7. So no, it's not a grand two. I would tell you to avoid it if it was a grand two. Do not obviously do not get yourself twisted over there. But it's literally a fantastic website. I cannot recommend them enough. I've actually graded a few cards from these guys as well, and I've got like 8+ as well. So I can honestly, hand on heart, say that when they say near mint to mint condition, they definitely mean it as well. Yeah, breaked even with this, but eventually I'm quite confident it will increase in the price frame as well. And especially, once again, like I mentioned beforehand, if you wanted to go ahead and do the quick flip on it as well, some solid PSA 8s, 9s and 10 pulls over there as well. Of course, if you get that 10, that's going to be the perfect increase over there. But for me, again, it's for that long school time frame, something that I'm going to keep in the binder. And I'm pretty sure one of these days on Eevee fan out over there is going to want the original jungle version of this card. Why wouldn't you? It is where it's where all the evolution comes from the main OG Pokemon itself. Right, let's move forward to something new over here. An illustration rare. Gotta have one in the binder as well, because I feel like it's just been covered with a lot of like old school Pokemons. But yeah, I've actually picked this up quite recently, as of like last weekend as well, at another card boot, at Dewsbury card boot as well. That's the biggest one in Yorkshire, FYI. But this Larvitar over there was going for £1, along with like a bunch of commons as well. I won't talk much into the commons, so pretty much I might have even like, you could say, picked it up for like near next to nothing, but instantly I knew I was in the plus because it's about £3. And yeah, I don't see it obviously decreasing in value. It can never go down under £1. So for me, I actually ended up picking up that. There's a lot of people in, like, you know, if you go to like a local Pokemon shop, like a local card shop, or anything that you got around or next to you, you'll see people that sell these sort of cards for around that price frame, where they go, yeah, just give me £1 and yeah, I'll take it. And I go ahead and always do that, because the whole purpose for to be an investor is for you to outlast the other player, because these cards are going to be compounding over and over time, and that is the whole reason why some of these like old school businesses of TCGs that have been around have absolutely shot up in value because of how much of a rush loads of TCGs have had over the last few years. Forget Pokemon alone, Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic the Gathering, all these things have obviously shown that how much of a value and increase these cards can have. And I think any illustration rares that can be picked up for a cheap value are not going to be a bad shout. Yeah, new school Pokemons don't have that much love to that nostalgic factor on there, but when you can pick it up for this price frame, you might as well take the hit, because what else are you going to do with that quid? You're going to spend it on an energy drink and like get a sugar rush. I'd rather have a money rush. I don't think it'll be that much of a money rush, but I definitely think one is them sugar will deteriorate and it will only make you want more of it. But at least this thing lasts over time, and it actually can only increase, because it will never go underneath that pound value. So yeah, nice little shout out to put in the pocket and over there. And again, I feel like I'm putting car boot sales overall, but the early bird catches the worm. It's a saying, and honestly, it's worth going to your local one, because there's a lot of people out there that just basically get rid of the hobby, and that's, like I said, your whole purpose is to outlast them. And you're talking from decades from now, because all these cards, anytime I ever talk about investments, I talk about 20 years at least, and that's what I'm making sure before, even to get for some people into it. But like, look, put yourself in there for 5 to 10 years. Yes, it's a while, but these things pay off. Right, last one, guys. It does have a picture. It's just that Poke card value hasn't added on over there. Another card that I mentioned previously in that Pikachu video, again, is the McDonald's 25th anniversary, the holo version of this card. A lot of like different price varies at this point of time, but you could pick this up for about £8, I would say, roughly. I managed to actually get hold of this for it was £7, yeah, £7. So it's a bit of a loss at the moment, but you have to take into consideration that a gentleman had to send it to me via post, so it's not comes magically free. But you are looking about £8 on the doorstep around for these cards. Yeah, McDonald's is obviously doing a partnership with Pokemon. Will they do it in the next 25 years for that 50th year anniversary? I'm quite confident. I don't think McDonald's is going to shut down anytime soon, and neither would Pokemon. So I'm just hedging my bets, as you can say, that I feel like these two brands will definitely last over time, and we could see another collab in the future, because it's all that nostalgia value, that appeal as well, which McDonald's is known for. And again, like I said, having that little badge of approval over there is the key thing. You want the holo version, do not get the non-holo version. Please do not do that. I beg of you, it is not going to be anything of value. This is the card that you want, that number 25 or 25. This is the only card of the set that will do well. I wouldn't even bother doing a master set of it. What, you're going to get 25 Pokemons from McDonald's or from your Happy Meal? No, just don't bother. Literally, get hold of this. I had to add it in the folder. I've actually got two, in fact, for myself. One that I'm going to end up grading. That's my whole idea behind it, because I'm quite confident, like I said, when it comes to these promo sort of things. Just because of that like nicheness to it, it holds that bit more of appeal to the collector out over there. So yeah, that is pretty much all these cards summarized over there. That's the binder done. So let's go ahead and just give you guys a quick summary. So there we go, guys. We got £28 that we spent, and we're so far on the up at £35. Tiny little margin, but I'm glad it's in the green rather than being on the red. Otherwise, it would have failed. It would have killed off the series straight away on day one. So good start, I'm gonna say it is at least. But yeah, literally, I'm gonna be keeping an eye on this month by month for the years for it to come, because like I said, the whole purpose of it is I'm going to do this series for a longevity of a time. I got to fill up 252 cards over here, so it's not going to be a quick run. Some days I will buy 9 cards, some days I might buy 2, some days I might buy 3, 4, 5. Either way, I'm probably not going to buy 2 or 3, guys, because let's be honest, it's not going to be a good video. I'll try to keep at least 4. That's what I'll try to do. But yeah, we've got a long way to go before we complete off this Mintkeeper binder. Once again, promo code is on the comment box. Check it out. Absolutely fantastic binder overall. You can see it over here. And yeah, do check out my review if you just want to get some more FYI information on there. With this tracker, in case anyone in America is watching this, it's our version of, I think it's called like Pokécard Tracker over there. It's a popular website that, you know, people use around the world. But Pokécard value adds it all up in UK British pounds value. So you can see obviously how much the cards are. And the great thing is it updates your collection as well. So you can see if any cards do go down in price. You can see if any cards do increase as well. So I've got a separate account that I've basically added all these cards in that I'm personally collecting and on this binder. And you can see how much it changes over the time frame. That's pretty much it. That's all of it summarized. Hopefully appreciate the content, guys. If you're gonna end up following any of the leads, let me know. If you feel like, oh, you've actually given me an idea, Hustlemon, I'm gonna go ahead and purchase this card because it's not a bad shout. Obviously that'll be great. Hopefully I've done that. If you've even got any suggestions, you know what, put that forward, guys, because I appreciate it. I'll definitely be looking out for these cards. Someone just quickly asked me as well, they're interested in what I'm collecting, so I thought, you know what, I'll just summarize it in this video. This is what I've decided to focus on. The original Black Star promos. I've had a lot of like different collections out there, but now that I'm doing this YouTubing thing, and I'm obviously focusing on alternative investment, Pokemon investment, and my business as well, I thought, yo, I need to condense it down a bit. Like, let's not just go too much things. Oh, I need 151, I need XY evolutions, I need this and that. I thought to myself, let's go ahead and complete off this, get a whole Black Star promo for the binder going. And at the end of the day, these two are going to definitely cost me an arm and a leg, like the Pokemon Center and the Lucky Stadium over here. But just an FYI information over there if anyone's interested. I am a collector as well. It's not just all about investments, because people seem to be like going, hey, you know, you're just a guy that's over here that doesn't have love for the passion of the collection as well. I do. At the end of the day, any investment as well that I say that you end up pursuing in life, you need to know bits and bobs about it. You need to have some sort of love on it. Otherwise, you're going in there blindly. I do have love for Pokemon, so I do not want people to get it twisted. But I do want, my whole idea and purpose is to teach people. That's my passion and what I want to do. Ideally, I want to teach people about this hobby in ways that they can potentially make money off something that they love. I don't feel like there's anything wrong with that. But, you know, I'm not going to appeal to everyone. There are going to be haters out there. That's just life as it is. But I'm trying to find my niche. And this is my niche as well. At the end of the day, I just got to do what I've got to do. I've got to trust in my own point of view. And like I said, it's worked for me. I just have to carry on. But I thought I'd point this out as well in case anyone's out there like just loves the idea of seeing other people's collections, because I know that actually has a market as well over here. So there we go. Hopefully, like I said, the series, you guys will end up following it. Just do me a favor, hit that like button. It will help out a small YouTuber like myself. Honestly, thank you for anyone that does show the love and support. Share your thoughts. Let me know if there's anything you think I can improve on, even if it's a video ideas. I'm open. I'm an open book right now because I'm still new to all this game, and we're on video number 11. I think this is gonna be, yeah, we're on the 11th vid because we hit the double-digit mark not long ago. Let's carry on forward. Let's see if we can get to 100 videos. That's the aim. So yeah, cheers, guys. Thank you once again. You enjoy the rest of your days. I'll see you on the next video.